perfectionist who struggles to attract someone that you feel attracted to as well, then this video is for you. Over the years, many of my clients have struggled to find people they feel really attracted to. One of the things that gets in the way of people seeing romantic possibilities in their dates is their battle with perfectionism. Perfectionists have a hard time feeling attracted to people, often for the same reason they have a hard time letting go in other areas of their life. It's all connected to the same issue, a need for control. People feel the need for more control when they feel out of control, when they feel that things outside of them have been trying to control them, or when they feel so overwhelmed from having so many things they need to be on top of. This need for control was initially intended to make someone feel freer. However, when it's taken too far, they unknowingly become a slave to it. Perfectionists have been conditioned to believe they have to be vigilant and look out for every little detail in order to feel good. While this trait serves you well in your career, it's a disaster when it comes to relationships. And here's why. No one is ever really good enough. And it's so hard to overlook people's faults. As a perfectionist, you're so conditioned to look for all the little details that tick you off. And when you see things that bother you, you feel uncomfortable in the very pit of your stomach. It makes you feel a bit sick. There is such a concern about what others are going to think about you. And you may feel preoccupied with how others think of you, so you're exceptionally self-conscious of how you may appear and how you come across. Now, there is so much second guessing. Is this person really the one for you? And if you don't see red flags, you are so conditioned to look out for things that bother you, then no doubt you're likely to find them. If the person chews with food in their mouth, or if their mouth is slightly open, or their clothing isn't perfectly ironed, or their language might not be as highbrow or refined, you put so much pressure on yourself that it drains you of your positive energy. Perfectionists unknowingly put so much pressure on themselves ordinarily that when it comes to a date, they literally finish what's left in the tank. And this means that they have to vet who they date even more carefully as they have less energy. And the thing is, it's nearly impossible to vet for all the things that are really important because the list is so vast. Perfectionists subconsciously put pressure on their date. They feel pressure to be perfect, even if you aren't saying anything, because they know how you feel. While you may not directly be telling your dates all the things that irk you, your body language and your facial movements all indicate disgust. I know for myself, when I'm in the presence of a perfectionist, I automatically stand straighter, I'll watch every word I use, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells. I can barely breathe. This is what your date is probably feeling too. And the more your date feels ill at ease, the more mistakes they're going to make. And that will make them even more unattractive to you. Because no one can really be themselves when they feel they're being judged for every little thing that they do. Now, I get it. It's not easy to be a perfectionist. It's often something you've been doing for so long, you don't know how to be any other way. You've been praised for being a perfectionist, and perhaps you even got good grades in school or being promoted for outstanding work. Now, I'm not saying you have to make a complete personality transplant, but you do need to change things up a little bit when it comes to dating. You need to train your brain to be more open-minded. You have to look out for positive qualities in your dates. And when you see something that turns you off, you've got to ask yourself, is this really a core thing that you can't live with? Or just a subtle annoyance? By doing these three things, you can really turn things around for yourself and make all the difference when it comes to opening yourself up to finding love. If you'd like some more tips and tools that will really help you to take a relationship to the next level when it comes to dating and building a deep and lasting relationship, find the link below to register for my vulnerability workbook. It will really help you to tap into how to show your truest self and attract someone who can really be there for you. And if you like this video, feel free to hit subscribe and a little bell, and it'll come straight into your inbox.